Commute. I hop off by the Bowling Green and can't remember if I turned off my stove burner before I left my apartment in Crown Heights. I remember rushing to pour water from the whistling kettle and steeping it over coarse grounds for 4 minutes. I remember the front door slamming, but don't remember turning the deadbolt, walking to President Street, or swiping my Metro card. I remember giving up my rush hour seat to an older lady in a tan trench coat who looked down at me like she didn't expect me to rise for her. I remember watching her own disbelief a moment after it hit her face and hearing a mumbled "thank you" as she slinked to my seat. I don't remember Atlantic or Nevins. I remember remembering I need to exercise more passing Borough Hall because my old gym is there, next to a Shake Shack. I remember the crisp, colorful lunch I'd rushed to pack while the kettle came to a boil, and I knew I'd eat a cheeseburger instead. I lose a breath tripping over a loose stair and take a look up at the park. I'm surrounded by chipper tourists dressed in bright Canada Goose parkas, lining up to pose in front of the Charging Bull sculpture, grabbing its bronze balls in their hands, while smiling for smartphones. I see the tourists ask the cops to pose for photos and see the cops oblige with smiles. I decide to wait for the impromptu NYPD photo shoot to end before passing in front of the smile or taking photos. Now, I wish my patience was a courtesy to out-of-towners or the art of photography, but I've learned to avoid the gaze of cops assigned to the morning shift. A power-walking man in pinstripes carrying a cup of coffee gyrating over its edge cuts through the scene just before the iPhone flash, and I tag behind him. The same way I often tag behind white people crossing busy intersections against the light.